All right, good morning, guys, and welcome to a new forecast. I'm still in the UK. Yesterday, it was too much of a rush to get to the airport and everything, so I just decided to stay stay in the UK an extra day. So I'm just on my laptop right now. I'm in Birmingham next to the airport already, and I thought that would be easier because then I don't need to travel today at all. And yeah, so let's dive into it. Let's see what's going on. I did a little bit of charting already yesterday, um, but not that much, just cleaning up and only on EU. I'm not sure if I want to do GU as well because it's been quite a lot actually doing GU and EU at the same time. Or not a lot, but with the time I have and the focus I have, it's maybe better to just stick to one pair. Um, and I'm not gonna do that right away, but I am gonna put my main focus on EU. And only when I get the most clean setups on GU, I will take them. Uh, so it's nice that we just broke above here. That could be nice liquidity grab. So what's this one? Let me, it's such a mess. Clean up all that. We don't need that. I think we didn't reach into this guy. Mhm. All right, so let's see where we are at the DXY as well. Still that ranging price behavior, although I think we will go somewhere now. I think we finally can start to look for longs as well. We're looking at this. Let me just quickly get everything set up. Nice. Have a clear overview. There was something else there. Oh no, it's got. Um, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So let's look at EU because DXY is my confluence, not my main pair. So although it determines the direction of like the dollar, I think, or I believe that I should maybe focus on that EU first. Oh well, DXY. So where are we? Where can we go? Well, actually, it's where are we? What happened? Where are we now? And where can we go? So what happened last week was basically over here. If we zoom out, let's go to the weekly. We know that we came below this liquidity. We had this strong push to the downside, and then as soon as we broke below that, the next week we left this week and we get a strong bullish week. Daily wise, you can see that nice liquidity grab, bullish break. Then we came up here. We had this internal structure, blue structure, broke bullish on that, reached back into it. Uh, we just broke bearish, just about, nothing major. Um, so it could be classed as a liquidity grab rather than a break structure as well. A bit of uncertainty there. Um, but we got that bearish break nonetheless because a break is a break. To just keep the possibility open that it can come above here. But other than that, we know it's a bearish break. Price start to move down for correctional, so that's a bit against this bearish break as well. Just a wick break came up into that premium pricing off this bearish range. And now we are coming further down. Internal yellow structure here, using that right now. You can see low, high, a higher low, high, high, and then we start to form bearish structure, bearish break, continuation. Then after we broke below this one, we didn't reach back into premium pricing. And now since last week, it's the first time we are back in premium pricing of that range. And then we opened this week, or actually we end last week with a strong push to the downside. And we can actually mark this out as like liquidity because that looks cleaner. With a strong push to the downside, we came into the supply zone, taking out the internal range liquidity, gave a first like high time frame early seller move over here, inducing sellers into the market with this bearish break that broke below this one. Then we came back up, and then we got that original break to the downside, and that's what we're working with right now. And we can actually see on the 4-hour that we have a nice supply zone over here where we can look to trade from. 1 second, I got a call. I gotta take. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. He's back. Audio. Sorry, my sister called me. I had to pick it up. Take that. All right. So I said reach into that early seller move, take out the liquidity, and then we get the real move to the downside. And we have this supply zone now where I can look to trade from. If we zoom into that, we can see that it's quite correctional. Why? Well, actually it's Thursday, so no, it's Friday here, and we had NFP on Friday because it was first day of the month. So it made sense that Asia and London were quite correctional, liquidity and everything. They were all waiting for the FOMC news, NFP news, sorry, and then we can see that New York session was a strong push to the downside. Now everything is mitigated over here. Can see some highs up here, but I don't know if I want to look into that yet. We do have equals here, and on the 30-minute, everything's mitigated as well. And we can see that on the 15 as well, that fair value gap got filled on the 50-minute. It's a bit of a gap because it's FOMC, but we don't need to go that low on DXY as well. But we can see that we have some areas here, sorry, where we can trade from, although we got those equals here. If we have those equals here, we could like say that we might come above here, maybe come above that level, and then get a short move. But everything inside that 4-hour is quite nice. And once we're on EU, we will refine our demand zone because there will or might be a demand zone on EU because there's a supply zone on the XY. So forecast wise for this week, we got two structures we're playing right now. The third one, the blue one, I leave that on the side for this week, and we focus on what we have right here. And what do we have right here? We have this yellow structure that can turn bearish or continue bearish as we are looking into that. We have that strong impulse, so that is quite convenient. We also have this red bullish structure, and with the idea of this bearish break just being a whack ass liquidity grab, we could see maybe this play out and then we get the continuation up, or we just move up from here and then continue further up. And once we break above this one, because we can actually mark that out as a valid structure point right now, as we reach back into the 50% of the range. I mean, before we connect, I don't want that. We might actually continue further up and then seeing this high being taken as well. So for DXY, I'm looking for shorts into here. There's not much structure to look for longs yet for DXY. So yeah, if we don't get longs, or if we just continue, well, we have this area right here right now, but it's against the structure, so it's not high probability, but it is a clean area nonetheless, as it took that liquidity here, took the equals here, and then that buy or sell the buy move. So it is quite nice, but it's just because it's nice doesn't mean it's a strong entry area. And just because it gives an entry area doesn't mean it's a high probability area. And we want to focus on high probability areas. And for me now, the most high probability area would be down here, because this was not the strongest break either, or sells from this area. Now, if we go to EU, see what that looks like, because yeah, we had this blue structure, and that's our most actually, let's go to the daily as well. We know that we have this overall on the weekly, we have this red structure. I don't need to mark it out, we can see it. What we can also know is that we reached into that premium pricing for that red structure, but we can go way higher. We have a key level above as well. I'm very interested in, you know. And then our more recent, or well, actually not recent, but more minor to that red one, we have this yellow structure. And that one started when I started trading somewhere around here. Yeah. Here I start with smart money concepts at the top here. So I've been trading all this time. That's sick. That's, man, what a journey. So we got that yellow structure, yeah. We had that bullish break, and now for the yellow structure, or is it? It's not yellow. Is it yellow? I think it's orange, but because I'm so, yeah, it's orange. I'm using two orange structures. That's a bit annoying. Is it full orange? Yeah, it's full orange. Maybe I'm getting colorblind. But yeah, so we had that one, we have that one, and we reached we broke bullish in that. We never reached into discount yet. So we might reach back sorry, into discount pricing. And if we reach into discount pricing, we have to break bearish on the blue one. We have to break bearish on this yellow one. But more importantly, or not more importantly, we continue bearish on this red one and break bearish on this light blue one. So we got quite some structures going on right now. This one will go away as soon as we either reach above. Yeah, if we reach above, and the blue one will go away if we reach below here or above here. So just gotta wait. It will happen. Like, the longer it takes, the more structures you will get to play with. And thing is, and that was my issue last week, to not get too confused, not to get to caught up with the structures. And we know that if there's one thing to do, if it's too much, it's just wait and see what price does and come back when it's clean. But so we said that on the XY sells from here and buys from below here. Now, if you look at EU, we have this bearish structure. We have this bullish break, very impulsive as well on the back of NFP, and we can see that we have a nice already mitigated demand zone here, but I'm still keeping it open as an open possibility there. And we can see that we have a nice area over here we can look to trade from. So I will look for entries below that line. Let's keep it as a line. And yeah, that's it. If we have sells, we might get a sell from here, but ideally I wanna if we have sells, we actually we can look for sells above here already, because then we take up previous daily highs, etc. But ideally above this one, because then we have that first sell off after reaching above this liquidity. And then this could be maybe just an idea, like this could be like your early sellers, maybe like that's your inducement, of course. And then we reach back up, and then we get the actual turnaround maybe, and then continue further down. But that's really creative thinking if I'm looking at it right now. So for now, the thing is with this one, there's not much internal range liquidity. So ideally I want to take this one below that on the 50-minute. Yeah. No, let's just leave it like that. Actually, let's mark it out. Why not? So what I'm actually going to do is mark out that fair value gap, because I'm interested in the entire area below that. And the first area we bump into after we break below that is the fair value gap. And we know that, of course, below a fair value gap, there's an order block. So, schematic. So yeah, we got that. And that's it, really. As I said, I'm gonna focus on EU for now. Bit busy this week as well. No, I'm not that busy actually. Just today with traveling later today, and still things I want to finish. But for EU, longs from here, shorts from above previous weekly highs, and this area. Other than that, I'm not looking at anything. I'm not looking to trade short right now. That's too much. So yeah. Wait, what level did it reach into? Not high enough yet. GU, well, can quickly look at GU as well. So we came back down here. We came above here on the daily. We have this nice red structure, quite solid, never reached into the discount pricing. So after we broke above here, it would be nice to get some lower PA again. This was a bearish range. We don't use that. Thing is with GU, we have this high, we have this low, we had this lower high, then we had this lower low, lower high, lower low. I think this one didn't reach into the premium pricing. So this was the last high that led to a new low. We broke above there, and we're gonna work with that most recent range. And pretty much same for GU, as looking for sells above here and longs from here. Now we got a quite huge demand zone over here. That's too much. That's too big. So let's look into POIs. For that one, we got a nice demand zone over here, smaller one. You can see that it's, if we zoom in, just swept below this one, and then gave that break of structure to the upside. So that's looking quite nice. And then, of course, we have a nice POI sitting below here. I think that this could be like a 50-minute demand zone. Well, not really, not really. It's just an area. So POI on the 1 hour. We can maybe look for longs over there as well. Then another thing is, of course, is longs from below yeah, from below previous weekly lows. What is this? And yeah, because you can class this as a nice liquidity pool that can be taken out. And from there we can then move up. Now, if you want to go for high probability areas, we want to reach discount pricing, so we can already eliminate this one, but we keep it on for now. We just don't look, I won't look for trades here because it's not into discount pricing for me right now. And that really helped me these couple months. It's high probability. And last week I made the mistake of trying to trade too much or low probability areas. So let's wait for the highest probability areas possible and go from there. Yeah, that's it. EU nice, GU nice, DXY nice. Peace out.